We are going to begin with some big breaking news coming in at this point in time, and this is about Maharashtra elections. Samajwadi Party leader and MLA Rais Shaikh has written to Maha Vikas Aghadi to include Common Minority Program in MVA's Manifesto. The proposal is to provide Muslim reservation and also scrapping of Love Jihad committee implemented by Mahayuti Sarkar. That's the latest update coming in at this point in time. Let me straight away go across to my colleague Sagrika joining us for more on this. Sagrika, over to you. Give us more details as far as this new demand is concerned.
We'll just open the letter. Give me some more time, Hina, as we take you through more details. As we put up the letter here on our screens, we seem to be encountering some technical error, but I will tell you about more details of this letter. So the SP leader who's making the pitch has made a 3-point demand, which is controversial. Now, we know the kind of equation that is playing out between the SP and the other constituents of the MVA, especially in the state of Maharashtra. Now, the Samajwadi Party leader is demanding a common minority program. That is one of the demands that he's just made, and he said this should be included in the manifesto by leaders of the MVA. Now, let's tell you about the other demand he's made. He's also gone ahead and said he's pushed for some schemes which are specifically catering to minorities. And also there is another demand where he says that the anti-love jihad community that was made by the Mahayuti Sarkar should be scrapped if the MVA comes to power. So let's take you through the demands of Rais Shaikh. We'll tell you more about the demands as we open up the letter here. But let's also bring across our reporters who are joining us with the big story.
Right.
Let's also get our reporter Arunil, who's in fact accessed this letter and the controversy that's brewing over this. After that, we'll pull up the letter here and show you more details.
All right, so we'll go across to Sagrika in just a bit again, when she will be reading for our viewers the contents of this letter written by Samajwadi Party leader and MLA Rais Shaikh. Meanwhile, my colleague Arunil is also live with us, who has brought us this piece of information. Arunil, give us more details, because this is very, very significant. Samajwadi Party has been quite aggressive in terms of its demands earlier for the seats, and now also demanding inclusion of something called as Common Minority Program in MVA's manifesto.
Well, Hina, good afternoon to you. What will be interesting is how does Uddhav Thackeray basically react to this. The reason for that is Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena party has always believed, has always basically followed the Hindutva ideology. They have followed in the footsteps of late Bala Saheb Thackeray, the founder of the Shiv Sena party. Now, Samajwadi Party is also a key component of the Maha Vikas Aghadi. Rais Shaikh, the MLA from Bhiwandi, again he will be contesting, has written a letter, shorter letter to all the three parties of Maha Vikas Aghadi, that is Congress. Here Prithviraj Chavan has been sent this letter, who basically who's part of the committee that is making the manifesto.
Right, Arunil, I'm just interrupting you there, requesting you to please stay on with us. We have Samajwadi Party leader and MLA Rais Shaikh, in fact, joining us on the broadcast this afternoon. Rais Shaikh ji, thank you very much हमसे बात करने के लिए. सबसे पहले आप हमें बताइए, जो आपने ये चिट्ठी लिखी है महा विकास अघाड़ी को, इसमें आपकी क्या डिमांड है?
You want me to speak in English?
Yes, anything that you're comfortable with.
See, this is a very simple letter which actually, will help the MBA to reach out more to the minorities. These are issues, long-pending issues of our community. They're very positive. This really helps all of us in the future to take Maharashtra forward. So it's a very positive letter. These are basic demands of a survey. There are, these fake narratives of love jihad, and there are circulars that the previous government or the current government has, sent out, which are, negative. So these are very basic demands.
You're calling them basic demands. Can you elaborate a little bit more on your demand to have this common minority program in the manifesto? What exactly are you demanding?
What are we demanding? We're demanding a socio-economic survey, where Congress is already talking about caste survey. So we are saying, long back such a committee had come out, now the figures have changed. We need to evaluate how minorities are performing in the current scenario.
Are you demanding caste census in Maharashtra? Is that your demand?
I'm demanding socio-economic survey of minorities.
Okay.
I'm asking to scrap two circulars of the previous government. One, which is on love jihad, and the other one is on students of minorities taking admission in IITs where caste profiling was done. So these are the two demands. We are asking for the implementation of Muslim reservation, which was, which was upheld by the High Court. So these are few things that we want to be done in Maharashtra.
Have you discussed it, with the other partners in Maha Vikas Aghadi?
Why should I? I mean, these are basic things which everybody will agree to, and we've written it to Prithviraj Chauhan Sahab, who's making the manifesto. So I'm sure they will include these. These are all positive points.
Aren't you trying to, divide by specifically speaking about minorities, ahead of the elections there?
Are those people who are speaking about Marathas, are those people who are talking about OBCs, are those people who are talking about scheduled castes dividing society? No, we all talk about, the vulnerable society, sections of the society. I'm certainly not dividing. In fact, I'm making it more inclusive.
No, but you are specifically demanding, sir, reservation for Muslims. Isn't that, in a way, trying to divide the society on the basis of religion?
You've not read the fine print. I am asking.
That is why I am asking you to clarify, right? What exactly is your demand? You are demanding reservation for Muslims. You are demanding a common minority program. You want Muslim schemes. You want 10,000 crore outlay for Muslims. How do we read these then?
See, when I'm talking, there is a minority budget which the BJP government also continues. BJP is claiming that the budget is increased to 1,500 crores. If they are increasing, I'm asking for 10,000 crores. What is the harm? Okay.
No. My question is simple. How is it inclusive? When you are trying to divide on the basis of religion, your demand is only for a specific community. How is it inclusive? Simple question.
Simple answer. Minorities include Muslims, Jains, Sikhs, Christians, everybody.
But you have only spoken about reservation for Muslims, only for one community.
That's what I'm saying. Read the fine print. I'm saying the reservation upheld by the High Court.
Sir, I have gone through the letter that you have mentioned and your letter is clear. Muslims are mentioned. You are specifically talking about one particular community. And that is why I'm asking you, how is it inclusive, sir?
Clarifying. Ma'am, I'm clarifying. See, the Sector Committee report brought out that Muslims are backward to a large extent. Subsequently, the Congress government came out with a GR giving reservation to specific communities in minorities. Okay. That reservation was for the jobs and for education. The issue went to the High Court. And the High Court upheld the reservation for education. And I'm demanding the same thing. I'm not demanding anything new.
Do you think your demand is going to be accepted, especially by Mr. Uddhav Thackeray?
I'm a very positive person. I feel everybody will just accept what is right.
And if it is not accepted, what are your plans?
Let's be positive.
Well, we are just going by how the treatment was given to Samajwadi Party in terms of allocation of seats. That's the reason why I'm asking you. I mean, Samajwadi Party had to really fight hard. So in this case, do you have a plan B in place in case the Maha Vikas Aghadi does not mention all your demands in the manifesto?
I have presented to them. I'm sure they'll talk to me and we'll find a way out. There's no need for a plan B. There is only plan A, which is Maha Vikas Aghadi and India Alliance, and we are winning.
All right. Rais Shaikh, appreciate you joining us here on Times Now and telling us a little bit about the demands that you have put, as far as MVA's manifesto is concerned. It's very clear that you are seeking specific perks for a particular community. But again, you continue to say that, it's a very inclusive demand and it is a very positive demand that you have put across. Let me go back to my colleagues who continue to be with us at this point in time. We have Sagrika as well as Aruni live with us. Sagrika, to you first. You just heard what Mr. Rais Shaikh had to say. He kept on saying that, you haven't seen the fine print. So yes. I want you to highlight for our viewers how only one particular community has been mentioned, welfare of only one particular community has been mentioned by Mr. Rais Shaikh in this letter.
And the fine print clearly mentions Muslim reservation. Let me take you through the points here. In point number 5 of this letter written by Rais Shaikh to Prithviraj Chavan, marked to leaders of both the Shiv Sena UBT and also the Congress and NCP. What does he say? He says the Congress NCP government previously provided 5% reservation for Muslims in jobs and education, which has not been implemented by the BJP government. Therefore, the 5% reservation for the Muslim community should be given in jobs and education. Point number 1. So the fine print he was talking about clearly mentioned Muslims. Let's also tell you about the other demand. Budgetary allocation of 10,000 crores for Muslims. The word minority is not mentioned here, Hina. It is Muslims.
Point number 4, point number 5 in the letter very clearly mentions a particular community. Sagarika, I'll come back to you for the highlights in just a bit. We have Shehzad Poonawala of the BJP also joining us on the broadcast. Shehzad, good afternoon. Thank you for speaking with us. You're on Times Now. How will you like to respond to the demands that have been made by Samajwadi Party leader and MLA Rais Shaikh to Maha Vikas Aghadi, specifically demanding a common minority program? There is a proposal to provide Muslim reservation and also scrapping of Love Jihad committee.
This shows that for Congress, Samajwadi Party, MVA, including Uddhav Sena, it is vote bank first, not nation first. We have seen Congress has already said Muslims should have first right of the things on resources. And now Samajwadi Party is asking MVA to make it official by allowing for Muslim reservation, Muslim first right for funds, Muslim first right for welfare schemes, scrapping of Love Jihad, finding of investigation into these cases, and giving preference to Muslim in everything, which means that the agenda of MVA is divide the Hindus on caste lines and unite the Muslims for their vote bank purposes, for which this is being proposed. But my question is to Uddhav Thackeray. Does Uddhav Thackeray, who claims to be share of Hindutva, want to have such policies? This is absolutely against the principles of Baba Thackeray. If Uddhav Thackeray is with this, and we know Abu Azmi, what speech he has made recently, we know Abu Azmi has batted for Yaqub Memon. Now Uddhav Thackeray must tell us that is this the agenda of his alliance? If not, he must kick out Samajwadi Party or he must leave the alliance. I demand this officially.
Well, absolutely. We'll see how the Uddhav faction really responds to these kind of demands. We did pose that question to Mr. Rais Shaikh as well, and he was very, very confident that Maha Vikas Aghadi is going to accept the demands that have been made. Appreciate you joining us, Shehzad, with your perspective on this particular story. And this is going to be our top focus ahead as well. Let's quickly go across to my colleague Arunil as well once again. Arunil, have we heard anything from the other allies of the Samajwadi Party in Maha Vikas Aghadi on these demands specifically, be it the Congress, the NCP, the Sharad Pawar faction or the Uddhav faction of the Shiv Sena?
We have just got the letter, Hina. Basically, two elements in this letter. One is the scrapping of Love Jihad committee. Another is demanding Muslim reservation. Now, how does Uddhav Thackeray's party, which always has been claiming to follow in late Baba Thackeray's footsteps, always been saying that we are the true custodians of Hindutva, how they basically will react to this demand or this letter that Rais Shaikh, Samajwadi Party leader, has written? That again will be interesting. We will soon be contacting leaders from Uddhav Thackeray's party as well. When it comes to the Congress party or for Sharad Pawar's NCP, this kind of a demand probably will be relatively easier as compared to Uddhav Thackeray's party.